We would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we record today, the Turrbal and Yuggera people.
We pay our respects to elders past and present. Aboriginal land always was, always will be. Sovereignty was never ceded. Hello, my name is Geena.
Hello, my name is Aimee.
And we are
As Good As It Gets.
Hello, welcome back to As Good As It Gets. I'm your sexy host. I'm Geena Schwartz, and across from me, she may be sexier.
Wow, be cool.
If you're into brunettes, hey, it is.
I'm Aimee.
That's right, yeah.
I was prepared to say, and I'm your not sexy co-host.
Well, we can't be both sexy. And
It's
I
true.
know I'm not smart.
So, Geena,
Hello.
you look so nice.
Shut
you look so
up.
pretty.
Take me on a date.
Okay.
Okay, seriously.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Yeah. I've had enough.
I've had enough.
What's happening?
That's an excellent question. I'm so glad you asked it.
Okay.
And I'm so glad I thought about it beforehand.
Mm.
I've had just a big day at work, and this whole week has been, you're in charge, Geena. Training? None.
Great. That's what you want.
I am learning a lot, which helps, but it's just like so much stress. And also, hear me out, and I'm not being self-deprecating when I say this. I think it's just self-awareness. I don't think I'm the best supervisor.
Okay.
Like, okay, if you've ever seen The Walking Dead, have you?
I've seen bits.
Okay. I'll explain it this way and hopefully everyone will understand. So there's Rick, who's the main character.
Yes.
And he's like the one who is in charge, right? He's the leader. And then there's Daryl, who's like his right-hand man, who is just as good as Rick. But, you know, if you put Daryl in charge, you'd be like, okay, you know, he's just not as good as Rick. I'm Daryl.
Okay.
I'm the best right-hand man you can want. You know,
Yep.
whatever you need, I've already got it for you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Whereas when I am in charge, I get a little bit too stressed, and I know that I don't come across in the best way.
Okay.
So that's something I A, need to work on, or B, just might never be good at. And I know that of myself.
Yep.
Which is why, what's the point of this?
Which is why when I will be cancelling my membership to Life. Thank you for subscribing.
Sia. Which is why, like, and I didn't ask to be supervisor, happy to be, you know, to help out. But that's why I'm not like putting up my hand to be supervisor, because I know I have faults and I know I can get a bit antsy, you know?
Geena, tell me,
Yep.
do you get paid for being supervisor more than your regular role?
Yes.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
about to throw hands.
Well, no, I am of the age of like, you will pay me to do the work or I shan't be doing it.
Right.
Because ain't nobody got time. And not in these cosy lives. And I just work a hospo job, so it's not like I'm on fucking salary. If we were talking numbers, maybe I could, you know, split myself into 7 pieces, you know. But anyway, who cares? Who's talking? Not me. Aimee. How have you been? Doll, love, pet.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, gods, don't tell us anything more. We've heard enough.
Okay, well then moving into the first.
No, what's been going on?
I'm just a bit like I'm not sick, but my body is not functioning at high capacity right now.
I agree. I thought I had asthma.
Oh, the seasonal change.
What's going on?
Winter.
Is this what getting older is?
I think so. Literally, I lay the wrong way and I wake up with like a pulled muscle in my neck.
Yeah.
I'm just sore often. I'm going to the physio first just for my knee and now also for my butt because
What are you doing with your butt, Aimee?
It's just
It's too big.
tense all the time.
It cannot lie.
It cannot lie, and
It's tense.
I literally think I clench my butt just too much, and so my glute muscles are sore.
Okay, hear me out. You
Okay.
also had this problem with your vagine.
Yes, it is that again. So remember when that was happening like
Yeah.
a year ago?
Yeah.
This is that again,
In your butt.
but it's like further down than the vagine.
Yeah, bro, you have tension issues.
Oh, mate.
Yeah. I think I just put them in my jaw and my face, which is why I have more wrinkles than you.
Okay.
So if anything, put them in your vagina and butt.
Yeah, I might keep doing that actually. Thanks for the tip, Geena.
You're welcome. And call in if you ever need tips. So quick something. I
Yeah.
thought I had asthma because 2 months ago I smoked a cigarette. Don't recommend.
Okay.
And then since then I've been having a cough. Have I told you about this?
No.
So, and I was like, oh, the cough will go away eventually because I don't smoke often. But when I do, always the day after, I'm like, God, why did I do that? And I
Yeah.
can feel it in my body.
Yep.
So I just assumed that was going to go away, but it hasn't. And then it got to the point where like I knew every night that I was going to cough and have a coughing fit. And recently I went away for the weekend and I was sharing the room with someone and I was like, this is embarrassing. And also like they're trying to sleep and I'm like,
Smoker's cough, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Do you
What?
smoke?" And you're like,
no.
"Only this one time."
And my body is like, kill me.
Yeah.
And so, and I felt really weak and like, I know this is going to sound funny, but like singing in the car, I was finding it hard to breathe. And like going outside, my chest was tight. So I went to the doc and I was like, Doc, please fix me. What's going on? And I just had convinced myself it was either cancer or adult asthma, which apparently you can get. Everyone, you can get asthma when you're an adult.
100% you can.
I didn't know that. Anyway, which is why I'm the sexy one and you're the smart one. And so I go to the doctor. I'm like, my lungs. And he checks my lungs and he's like, they are healthy.
He's like, "They are there."
So now I'm on antibiotics.
Oh.
I know. What is life? And I was like, but I felt my lungs feeling weak and I was like, it's hard to breathe. And he's like, they're perfectly healthy. I'm like, huh?
What do you mean?
Then what am I feeling? But it was a man. You know what that means?
Second opinion.
Yes.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah. Anyway, those are my health issues.
Yeah, right.
I'm crazy. Why did I talk about that?
Let's move on, Geena.
She's so quirky.
She's so sexy.
head empty, no thoughts.
Geena,
Yeah.
what is today's episode?
Oh, Jesus Christ. You know what? It's my favorite segment.
Oh, it isn't it?
New Month's resolution.
You love this segment, Geena.
I love it. I look forward to it. I think about it every day. So, because I'm so excited about it,
Yeah.
Aimee, how's your New Month's resolution going concluded?
Great. I did it.
You did it? What was it?
To be fair, you set me a really achievable resolution.
I did.
I did not have to try very hard.
But to be fair, you were like, never give me anything to watch because I'll never fucking do it.
Well, yes, but these are 7-minute episodes of Bluey.
That's right. Yeah.
And I had to watch 5?
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. And?
And I watched 5.
And?
Okay, so you wanted me to really wanted me to watch Takeaway.
I think that's just a really good episode.
It was pretty cute. It was like so chaotic,
Yeah.
but you like I can imagine a parent watching that and they're like,
Relatable.
this is my morning. This is what I just lived.
So the episode of Bluey that I sent to Aimee to watch is called Takeaway, where basically the dad, whose name is...
Oh,
Oh,
no,
wow.
I couldn't tell you.
That's so sad that I can't
I only
remember.
know Bingo and Bluey.
Damn it, I'll remember it in about 20 seconds.
Okay.
The dad takes Bingo and Bluey to the Chinese takeaway to pick up the Chinese takeaway. And chaos ensues and it's so funny. And I love it.
It's really like that was actually really sweet. That was a great episode recommendation.
Nice.
So I watched all these episodes. Didn't take long. Like it's a very cute show. It's very
Yeah.
cute. It's got some good humor in there.
That's right.
Geena, I'm not gonna go and watch it though. Just like on my own accord.
I
It's
hate
a children's television show.
You
like,
are fucked in the head.
no, you are. You're like a Disney adult, but for Bluey.
never,
Yes,
ever
you are.
call me that.
That's what you are. You're a Bluey adult.
No,
Yes, you are.
wrong.
Geena, facts are facts. You get Bluey into like every episode that we record.
Yep.
You're obsessed.
Yes. But it's not the same. It's not the same as Disney, and I hate that you compared me to a
It's the
Disney
same.
adult.
It's the exact
not.
same.
It's
you
not.
would go and buy Bluey merch and you would wear it /
Yeah.
own it. You're a
Yeah.
Disney adult, mate.
Wrong.
You're telling people to watch Bluey episodes.
You know what, Aimee? I despise that. I despise that comparison.
Well, if you despise that comparison, you despise yourself, and that's something we already knew.
You know, no, I'm going to come back next week with a good argument.
Producer
but right
Zane
now I
completely agrees
No,
with
he
me.
doesn't.
Yes, he
No.
does. Yes,
No,
he does.
that won't
There
prove.
is no fault in my logic.
No, I'm going to come back next week. I'm going to come back next week
No,
with
you're
an
not.
argument. I am.
You're not.
I am.
You can't. You can't argue with the truth.
I'm not a Disney adult.
You're not a Disney adult. You're a Bluey
I
adult.
can't. You know what? So half the reason why I despise that is because it is very. What's the word?
Zane just said apt.
My friend who is autistic likes Bluey. I don't know where I'm going with that.
Wow, you
I'm
just
trying to say-
alienated a whole community
I'm
of
trying
people.
to say that you're ableist.
I'm not the one who's ableist when you're the one coming and being like,
No,
I do it.
Zane.
I'm sorry. You're not allowed to play someone else's autism card to win an argument.
I probably have a touch of the tism. And Zane's gone. He just came in. He just came in.
Yeah, because Zane was just here to drop facts.
You know what? Nah, I hate that. Episode ended.
Geena, you and Bluey are going to be very happy together. I'm very happy for you and your choices. I'm going to go back home and watch something, rated higher than C, classified for all audiences.
Well, never watch, I was about to say Disney again, but that doesn't help my argument.
I won't, Geena.
You'll never watch Disney again?
Nah.
So you'll only watch adult movies.
Yeah.
But you don't watch scary movies?
No, scary movies are scary.
Okay, nah, get out of here. You can't call me a Disney adult, but then be like, oh, I can't watch the people getting stabbed. It scares me. Like, grow
That's
up.
a totally different spectrum,
Grow
Geena.
up. Nah.
How can you watch Bluey and people get stabbed? That you know what
Because
that is?
I'm an adult.
No, because that's a trauma response. That's what that is.
Wrong. Okay, but to be fair, do I think that, do I know any healthy people who watch Bluey? No. Oh,
You're
I
like,
don't
oh
know,
yes,
maybe.
oh wait, that's my niece.
Yeah, that's fair. I think Bluey is a great show, and I think there's nothing wrong in watching it. However, is it comparable to Disney? No. And we'll come back next week and we'll discuss that more because I am livid. I am livid. Anyway, whatever. What do you want?
What do you want? Huh? Well, in conclusion, that wraps up my this month's new resolution. Geena, how'd you go with yours? This episode's just going to get even better, knowing
I'm
where this is
taking
going to
hits
go.
tonight. I didn't do it, okay? Are you happy? Are you happy?
Well, no,
I didn't do
I'm
it.
not happy,
I didn't
Geena.
do it. It. To be fair, it was never going to happen. Looking
I mean,
back,
I didn't go into it thinking that.
what did you think?
I
That
thought it
I'd
was
n-
challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're always so hard ass on me getting mine done. So I was
Yeah.
like, well, maybe Geena will apply that to herself.
Yeah, not this time. Not this time.
Not this time.
Also, let me just give you some. Okay, so
Remind the people.
my task, my new month's resolution was to apply for an agent.
Yes.
Yes. Didn't do it. Did not do it. And this is my query thought to you, Aimee. I've been an actor for a very long time now. It has been a resolution of mine, a personal resolution of mine every year since probably 2015 It's now 2023. Did you think that was somehow going to magically change because you told me to?
Yes.
And it's not like, I'm not saying that like, I don't know, like I'm not saying it's impossible, or I'm not saying that like it's too hard. I think I just have no idea where to start. I have no one to help me, and I have no fucking evidence that I'm a good actor. So, yep.
So there we are. To be fair, like we were messaging throughout the month, and you were kind of updating me like, I don't think this is going to happen. And the reasons you gave, like particularly in that, because I didn't know, you know, what kind of footage, if any, you had that you'd be happy to show or that kind of thing. I didn't know. And so it's very fair to not want to, if you like have footage that you're like, I don't like that, or you just don't have the, you know, anything that you can kind of put forward as a show reel to be like, here I can do the acting thing, blah, blah, blah. So that's a very fair reason to not apply. But I thought of something. You could have a little research, and if you find an agent or two that you're interested in, you could invite them to your show.
I have agents I'm interested in.
Yeah, so invite them to your show coming up.
The show where I'm drunk?
But not on a drunk night. For you.
Okay, again, this is not a good episode for Geena. How do I say this? I really, really like the cast and the role. I got this role through nepotism. Not through talent, nepotism. So if I invited an agent to come see me and they didn't like it, I'd be like, that makes sense because this is a nepotism give. You know what I mean?
But you are also talented.
Yeah, sure. I don't think they'll see it in this role. You know what I mean? Okay. I think they'll come to see this play and be like, wow, that other lady in it is sensational. And Geena, the one who asked us to come, why did she ask us to come? I do not want to like put a bad name for myself by inviting them to something I know I'm not going to be amazing in, and where I know they're going to turn to someone else and be like, actually, we like them more. That's what I mean. I need something good to show them. And so far, you know, and I'm not saying the company I'm with and the show I'm doing, I really like. I think it's an amazing show. I don't think it's the work that I want to show off.
Yeah, okay.
And that has nothing to do with the company or the people I work with. It's just, I truly think I got this part through nepotism.
And that's it, folks. So that's
anything else I can fucking hit away? Bad against? No, I'm feeling great. Thanks for asking. Aimee, let's start off with a new month. New month, new resolution. My favorite segment.
I feel like my resolution for you, Geena, this month.
I swear to God. I just hope it's something fun and frivolous. Like,
it's so...
to have a special treat every day. Have a coffee every day.
I feel like after the first, 15 minutes of this episode...
I'm going to hate it, Zane.
No, you're not. You're going to love this. Okay.
That's what... Nah, you always fucking say that, Aimee.
Geena, here it is. Okay. Are you ready?
No.
You're going to love it. This month.
Yeah.
On just one day. You're dedicating the day to a self-care day. You have to do something for your body, for your head, and for your heart. I.e., maybe you do like deep hair routine, like hair mask, feeling lush. Doesn't have to cost money, can just be at home. Okay. Maybe you listen to a podcast you've been meaning to listen to. You go watch a movie. You watch a movie at home. Do something that like just you enjoy. And something that'll make your heart happy. Maybe FaceTiming your niece. But they have to happen all in the one day.
Yeah, I knew it. Yeah. Okay. Sure.
Why are you so hard to please?
Because to you that is achievable. Okay, to me that's gonna be a stretch.
Well, you got 30 days.
31 fucking days. Thank you. That's actually better than last month's and the months before that. So
yeah, 100%.
looking, feeling good. Hey, Amy, so here's a question.
Yeah.
Remember our New Year's resolution?
No.
Do you remember yours?
Yes.
How you going with that?
Not well.
Great, because guess what you're doing this month?
I'll
let her think about it. We've swapped, so now you're the sexy one and I'm the smart one.
Signing something.
So Amy's New Year's resolution was to learn Auslan. And I mean, that's a big ask, but so this month I haven't looked into it, but it's not my fucking resolution. So what you're going to do this month is you're either going to sign up for a course or maybe you'll find a YouTube channel, whatever, and you're going to learn the alphabet if you don't already know it.
Okay.
And 3 phrases.
Okay.
So I'm getting you on track to New Year's because I thought about it. I was like, there's no fucking way Aimee has done that.
And you would be correct.
Yeah. But I know this is something you want to do. So let's learn 3 phrases, slut.
Okay. I can do that.
And make it something good like, what's up, slut? Or like, do you have condoms? Call me now. How big is it?
I think our definitions of good might be different.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Not sure. What do you mean?
We're so
How
similar.
is your
Amy.
yearly resolution going, by the way? Reading your
so
books.
Moving on. We were going so well.
You were going so well. I was never going well.
Yeah. Okay. So I think January, February, and March was okay. We ran into some trouble at the end of March and April, and now we are in May.
Yes.
And there's trouble afoot. I think here's the thing. There's something to say about if you're not enjoying a book, move on. However, Mama didn't raise a quitter. And that is ruining my life. So I'm currently reading a book by Emily Henry. If you don't know her, she's like a rom-com writer is the best way to put it. And I really like all of her other books, and I've smashed through every single other of her books, except for this one. And I think it's one of her earliest ones, and I am just struggling.
Yeah.
But because I like her so much, I want to keep going. I just don't want to give up on Emily.
How far through the book are you?
Maybe a third, maybe a quarter. But I just like her. But this book is like one chapter in the present, one chapter in the past. And so I'm like, oh, the present is so exciting. And then it like cuts to 10 years ago. I'm like, I don't care what happened 10 years ago, Emily.
Yeah, I want to know now.
I can figure that out from the present. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like she's trying to be like, ooh, context and ooh, history. I'm like, I don't care.
I don't care. Yeah.
Next.
Tell me where you're going, not where you've been.
Hurry up, Emily. Anyway, so but I have been thinking about it. Like, Geena, you need to read more. But instead, I don't, and I sleep and I TikTok. And I think, God, what would I do with money? Probably just buy
What would we
full
all
price
do?
juice.
Oh, wow.
Can you imagine?
I have started buying full price milk, which sounds silly, but I would usually buy long life milk and I'll get whatever's on sale. But I have found the brand and type of almond milk that doesn't taste like almond milk.
Oh.
It tastes really
in
good.
like the cold section?
No, like the long life cartons in the aisle.
Oh, so it's like fancy. What brand is it?
It's just so good, but it's the barista. The barista. It's $4 for a carton thing.
Yeah.
That's a lot.
There's like this one Bon soy milk.
Yes.
Literally is the god of soy milks, but I'm never going to buy that because it's probably like $6 a cat, an ovary, like, which I would give because I don't want them.
I don't need them.
Get them out of here.
They're just sitting there.
Speaking of nothing, birth control, so expensive. I've been looking into the IUD recently.
Oh, yes.
First of all, I called up this one place and I thought those prices were pretty normal, but they want $490-ish for no anesthetic, just IUD, right? And then for anesthetic, they want am I saying that right?
Yeah, anesthetic.
Okay. Yeah. And for anesthetic, they want $790.
Oh my God.
I know. And I was like, oh, Jesus, so I'm not getting anesthetic.
How long does it last?
5 years.
Okay. But
But
that's
in these cosy lives.
Yeah, what?
I know. And then I was like, fuck. And then I've talked to other people and there's cheaper ones you can get elsewhere. But I want this specific one because I can't have, well, I can obviously have, but I can't have hormonal contraceptives because it will literally kill me. It'll kill me. And then I Googled vasectomies. Do you know how much they cost? Zane said $2.
I'm going to say 5.
They're $6. No, they're about $100.
You're joking.
To get your tubes tied. How much do you reckon?
At least 3,000.
4,500. But $100 for a vasectomy down the road. I know.
What?
And like I know that even if I had that kind of money, I would go to someone and be like, please tie them up. I'm not having kids. Sayonara. They'd be like, but you're only 27.
Yeah.
What if you find a man? Oh yeah, well, he's gonna have to get used to the fact that I ain't birthing a bitch. Like fuck. Anyway, I'm just having a whole time with birth
Yeah.
control recently. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, feeling good, living free.
Would you like some TMI info, Geena? That I'm sure
I love some TMI.
I think our listeners would be really excited to hear this too. On the topic of birth control.
Yeah.
So I get the depot injection, which is an injection you get every 3 months.
Oh.
And
I don't know much about this because I've heard about the pill, the Implanon, and IUD. The depot is kind of a wild concept to me.
yeah, well, it's definitely an older. It's not old, but it's not as common.
Okay.
And I only knew about it because my mum was on it when she was younger.
Okay.
Because when I was in the figuring out what birth control was going to be best for me,
True.
every pill I took made me very depressed.
Yes.
And so I could not.
Pill is awful.
Pill is just, I cannot, like I really can't.
Yes.
I have a fear of foreign objects inside me.
No way. So you've never had sex.
So never. Which explains so much, Geena.
Yeah, it does.
But so the thought of the bar in your arm or
Would feel
an
weird to
IUD,
you.
ugh,
Right, I see. And there can be complications.
I
so.
don't think I really don't think I could do IUD. I could, I reckon I could convince myself to get the bar.
But then
when
you'd
you
feel
said
it
to
in
me,
your arm.
that
That
I'm
would
gonna
freak
vomit.
you out. Sorry.
So really, this is like the only thing that works for me.
Right.
And I have been on it like twice before and had breaks between. And it's always been great. However, this time I have had a period for 2 weeks, Geena.
No.
And maybe that explains why I've had vertigo today and my body is sore and I just feel like I'm not functioning.
That would suck so much.
But it's also not heavy. Like it's annoying. It's just it's enough that I like wouldn't bleed through my clothes, but I would get some on
everything.
on the parts. It's really frustrating. And yeah, it's also a common thing though, I know. For the first year, you can have random bleeding on depot. So you might not get a period for ages and then you're going to bleed for ages, which is what's happening right now because I got it, didn't have a period for like 2.5 months.
Wow.
And now my body is like, hey, bitch.
Well, we're backed up here.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy as well? Most birth control, except for the copper IUD, which apparently is awful anyway, is all hormonal. How is it 2023 and this is what is happening?
Yeah.
Can't we just put some fucking effort into not making women go crazy just for not wanting to have kids? Like, it's just fucked up.
Yeah.
Anyway, look.
Anyway, let's
I know that all our male listeners would have loved that.
I'm sure they did.
Shout out to
Education is power.
It is actually. Shout out to Damo, who I know listens. Love you, Damo.
Thanks, Damo.
Talk to you soon, mate. Tell me, Aimee, what got you good, baby?
All right, Geena. It actually is a great segue from what we were just talking about.
Sex. Condoms.
Having it.
Dicks.
I'm just like, you know what got me good, Geena?
I had sex.
Finally had sex. For the first time. No, what got me good is that my lovely friend Chloe, she is a trained masseuse.
Okay, pause.
Okay.
Because you're like, that's a great segue into what we're going into. And I was like, periods, birth control. Okay, Chloe the masseuse.
It's coming.
Okay.
So she is not practicing, but she is trained. Like she's in the arts, so she does other random stuff.
Right.
When I was on tour with her for Legally Blonde last year, I started getting vertigo, and she gave me the best neck and head massage that made my vertigo go. This is the first time I've had vertigo since then. So after we record, I'm going to her place and she's going to give me a massage.
Bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Can I come? What
Yeah,
the
okay.
hell? Oh. Bro, I need a massage so bad.
Yeah. I hear
Any
you.
fellas listening?
Geena,
Yeah.
what got you good?
I'll tell you.
Okay.
So I told you that I went away this weekend.
You did.
That was with my mother. No. So I went away because my friend is getting married, and it was like a hens bucks weekend away.
Yay.
So there was 8 of us all up, and we just had an Airbnb on the coast, and we played board games. It was just a really lovely time. It was on the weekend, so I was like, we were playing code names, which by the way, fucking slaps. And I just said out loud, like, imagine hanging out with friends on the weekend. Wild. Like, it was just so good.
Yeah.
And this is a reminder, if you have friends, you should probably see them. I know it's hard. And you don't want to because you're in bed asleep. But go on. You can do it.
Do it.
I believe in you.
Oh, that's great, Geena.
It was just great.
Yeah, I love that.
Anyway, speaking of lying in bed and not seeing your friends, let's get out of here.
All right.
All right.
The end.
Remember to like, subscribe, and probably send us money if you can.
Yeah, and go to the doctor. Check out your birth control options.
100%. And if you're on the pill, maybe don't go on the pill because it's what the devil made.
Truly. Satan spawn.
Yes. Aimee, it's been a pleasure. You look lovely and you are sexy.
Aww.
You're sexy and smart, and I am just sexy.
But you're double sexy, Geena.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, goodbye. And
Time to
remember, we are as good as it gets.